Hey there, I'm Michael from KodeKloud. Welcome to this lesson from our AWS Cloud Practitioner certification course. In this video, we'll help you build a strong foundation in cloud computing with AWS. So if you want to learn more or go deeper, check out the full course details below, and let's get started.
In this video, we're going to talk about the different methods of deployment. And so what that means is, how do we actually interact with AWS? How do we manage and create resources? Well, the great part about AWS is AWS actually has given us several different methods for interacting with AWS and several different ways to actually create and manage our resources within the cloud. So the first method of interacting with AWS is going to be the AWS console. So the AWS console is nothing more than a web application. So you'll log in your web browser, you'll provide your credentials, and AWS has built out this nice web GUI that'll allow you to work with and manage all of your AWS resources. And you'll find that it's really easy getting started with the console because they have nice little UI wizards when it comes to each service that allow you to go in and create a specific resource. And it'll have all the different fields that you'll have to populate. So you'll know exactly what you have to configure. And if you forget something, it'll highlight what's missing when it comes to configuration. So when you first get started with the console, you'll find that it really is the easiest way to get started with AWS because we are ultimately visual learners, and having a web GUI that we can visually see all of the things that we're creating makes it really easy to get started with AWS. Now, the problem with the AWS console is that once you start to get a little bit more familiar with AWS and your infrastructure starts to grow and you have to create a lot more resources, you'll find that managing all of these resources becomes a little bit cumbersome in the console because having to click through all of those windows to create all of the different instances that you want created, you'll see will become a very, very slow process, and repeating those tasks becomes very cumbersome. And so this is kind of one of the limitations with the console is that once you start to become, better with AWS, you'll find that it starts to become a lot slower to work with the console. And so that's why AWS has introduced the command line interface. So the AWS CLI is nothing more than a tool, command line tool that allows you to create and manage all of your AWS resources using the command line. And so us engineers, we love working with the command line. It's a lot quicker. It's a lot easier. We can always use the help option for the command line to kind of walk us through how to set up a specific command to create a specific resource. And the great part about the command line interface is if we want to create, multiple instances of something, we can always just copy and paste the command, which we can't do with the console because if we're doing it in the console, we have to go through all of the windows and click through them multiple times. So this allows us to save all of our favorite commands, share it with colleagues, and it just kind of improves the overall flow of working with AWS. And as you become more of a power user, you're going to find that you're naturally going to gravitate towards the command line interface just because of its efficiency. And just one other point I want to make is that there are certain settings and knobs that are actually not configurable within the console. The only way to change those settings are actually within the command line interface. It's just something to keep in mind. Now, the last method of working with AWS is going to be the AWS SDK. So the AWS SDK allows you to programmatically interact with AWS. So you can use your code to actually create and manage your AWS resources. And the AWS SDK supports a lot of most of the popular programming languages. So it doesn't matter if you're using JavaScript or Java or C#, AWS is going to support that. And so as you start to build out more and more complex applications that are tightly integrated with AWS, in your application code, you can actually create and manage all of your AWS resources within the code. So maybe if the user logs in and performs a certain action, then we'll have to go in and have the SDK connect to AWS to create a server or an S3 bucket or something of that nature. Anytime your application needs to perform some sort of operation within AWS, you're going to make use of the AWS SDK.
If you're ready to take your cloud skills to the next level, don't miss our complete AWS Cloud Practitioner certification course on KodeKloud. With hands-on labs, interactive games, and all the guidance you need to ace the exam, you'll be well on your way to certification. So click the link below to join the course today.